So today we're going to be checking out how cattle react when they meet a stranger. And the reason I call myself a stranger is I've never entered inside with them. So I've always been standing outside to make the videos. So I'm going to go inside to see how they react, seeing me, whether they react violently or what. And you have to be very careful. You don't practice this. You don't practice this yourself. So I've actually entered inside now, and I'm just careful so that they don't go out. That's what I want to prevent. I want to lock out the door. So I'm actually inside, and you can see me right inside. Let me clear my lens. So now I have these guys here, so huge guys. So what we're going to be observing is their reaction. Right now I am new here. They don't know me, and I'm coming inside to check out. As usual, you have to always clean your hands before you come in. So how many are there that we have here? We have three here. We have another three here. We have three. So that's 10. And they are all male. So we're going to be checking out what we have here. So, hey, we break him. Oh. Why did they act that way? Yeah, I think they like cuddling. Pound. When you play with them, they get jealous of others. She's mouth like that. So we're going to be checking the types that we have here. They all don't look alike. They look differently. So I'll be getting my uncle to ask him how he was able to figure out different breeds, especially if you are living in the city Accra. How you are able to come along, how you are able to figure out come, how they're able to figure out the breed they like and how they came across all these types. So one thing we're going to be observing is the colors. They have different colors right here. See how the guys doing my legs. So hey, they have gay. They are gay. Eh, so we're going to be checking inside to see. We have them different right here. So you have for the first one, you see this guy that is standing right there. You have the colors to be multicolored, and we're going to be concentrating from the horns. He has horns, and the horns are not that closer to each other. It looks open up. And it also has a hunchback, but the hunchback is not so. It's not standing. It's laid out like it's bent. And it also has a long back. It has a long back, and you have some little bit of skin down there as well. And you also have the legs to be kind of like a little bit medium. So this, looking at it, it looks like the straight type, not the long type. Like it looks like one that will go straight up. So that's really a good thing to look out for. It's not that the types that are shorter and then they grow wide. No, these ones grow tall before they grow big. So right now, as it is standing, it is worth enjoying and you know chilling with. So you see this breed that I just showed you. We have something here, but this one is longer. This one that you are seeing right here is longer than what I showed you. Let me show you this. When I say it's longer, I mean in terms of length. See this one is longer than this one. This one looks like it's growing in height. Hey, stop that rubbish! What are you doing? Guy wants to push me there or what? He's chill, man. I would like that. So what I was saying is that this one is longer. It's longer in terms of this. It's longer. But this one is also long in terms of this in height. This one is long in length. So it kind of look like a little bit difference between them. Hmm. Notwithstanding, you look at the horns of this. This one do not have a longer horns compared to the first one that I showed you, and you also have a little bit of skin here. But one thing is you also look at is the length of the face. Aha. This one face is a little bit shorter than this one. This one has a longer face. You can see that it has a longer face compared to this. So from observation, you can also look at the hunchback. This hunchback is standing, but this guy's hunchback is bent. You can see the difference, right? You also look at the skin below here. It also has some skin that is almost equal to the one that I showed you on this. And then the legs, yeah, the legs cannot, the height of the legs cannot be compared to that of this. Though it is also long, but that should tell you the difference in the breeds when you are looking out for them. So this one is growing, it's no, is growing in length, and this one is growing in height. Uh-huh. Well, we look at this guy also. That's also another good one right there. But it's also different in in some aspects. Even when you look at the horns, it looks different from the first two that I showed you. You can see the horn. The horns are short, and they are growing. So this is growing wide apart. Hey, hey, can't bring that long horns here. Huh? So this one is, it has short horns, and you can see the horns is kind of like flat here. You can see the even here too is flat. So it's not just about having a horn, but looking at the type of horns that it has. The horns look flat, and it's not like it has been alterated. It looks natural. So it has a short horns right there. It's also growing apart. So from the horns, we move to the face. This guy's face is not long. He has quite a small face, and as if I'm telling him to turn around. So he also has a standing hunchback right there. And I'm going to get down to show you how the height looks like. But you can see from the waist level, the waist is flat right here. Over there it's flat. It's not the types that is like this. No, it's not like that. It's just flat. So with this one as well, let me get down right here. You get to see and play with him a little bit. Also get to see how they grow. But this one, they grow. This one is so kind of like it's long as well. It's also long in, like long in length. When you look at it, it also has a good. Um, and he sat down like that. So let me go here. This one can, it also has a great tendency of widen up. So just like the first one that I showed you, don't want these guys to be getting closer to me like that. Why they misbehaving like that? They like playing too much. I've never seen cattle that like playing like that. They like playing. You brown nose like that. Eee. So the first one that I showed you is like this is the brother. They just look almost alike. But the difference is that this one has a bent hunchback and this one's hunchback is standard. But their colors, their way their horns are growing is almost the same. See this one, and then their eyes, everything is almost the same. So this guy looks like the elder brother, and this one looks like the younger brother. Now this guy is also a different breed. His horn is inside, and it doesn't look like they've worked on it. It looks natural. this was what I really like most among them because he has very short horns. And someone was telling me that was wrong when I told him that if the horns are shorter, it has a great tendency of growing. Someone was arguing with me. Well, I'm not. Most of the things I say, it's not like I just wake up and I'm saying them. Oh. Uh, that is how old people. I've followed old people who are also into livestock, and they give advice. So that is their advice. So if you have a different perspective, you could also be right in your own way. But one thing I know is that exceptions don't change the rules. We when we tell you that short horns, when a cattle has a short horns, it has a great tendency of growing bigger than those that already have a grown horns. You could have seen one that may not be the same, but that's an exception. So what this guy is long in length. You can see how long he is. Uh-huh. But this one doesn't have so longer hunchback like that. The hunchback is not like symmetric, like it's growing like this one. You see, these ones are standing like that. This one, as a at that horse, you can see. That's one thing about the hunch about this one also. But it has enough skin down there. It's because it's eating, you are not able to see the skin. It has enough skin right there. So me, this is what these ones are those that I like. Those that don't have longer horns. I really like those ones if I'm going into breeding. But they are different. Oh. Don't think just because it has short horns, it has the same capacity. Each one has each special capacity. So with this one like this, when you compare it to these two, they may look similar because they all have short horns. But this one short horn, I've already made a video on this. Uh-huh. This one short horns, this one grows like it grows in height. But this one that you are seeing right there, as a new question, it's growing tall like this before it becomes, you understand, asheshe. Uh-huh. So you have to look at what you like. Then what you like determines what you go for. But me, in all, I just like the way they've been able to get really nice breeds. I've been in the northern region of Ghana and I've seen the types of cattle people are rearing. You understand? It's usually difficult to come across something like this. Most of the cattle that we have in the northern region of Ghana, the natural ones, not like the indigenous northern cattle, not those that were imported. Most of them, they don't get good breeds. They just go for the cow and then it's short like that, and it has big horns pound. So the northern region of Ghana, they are just rearing the cattle. They don't really select. They are not selective. You understand? So you, the one that is going to buy from them, you have to be selective and deciding, telling them what you want. See this one. This is the ones I told you they are brothers. This one that you are seeing right here, it's a brother to this one, the last one here. They are all similar in color. You can see that. And their eyes and everything look similar. Now we come to this last ones that are there, the brown and the black one. Mm-hmm. Some people have never seen brown cow before. What they know is the white ones. And look at it. This is brown. As if I'm telling him to move so that I can take pictures of him. So you can see that, right? So with the brown ones, it's you have a couple of colors included in it. It's brown right there, and they also have a little bit of white at the mouth and the eyes and the nose and the ears and even down there as well. So when we say brown, it's not like all of it is brown. Has a little bit of colors in it. Most of them are also good because when you look at the market, some people come to buy cattle for whatever program or whatever they want to use it for, and they don't like the white color. They just like something like this. They like something like this. So when you are buying cattle, it's good you have different colors, so that why are they licking me my body like that? The guy is licking me like, oh no me I say they like the salt on human body. So it's good you always give them salt. I think the one they tied here is finished. They have salt leak. That is good for them. Hmm. So it's always good. You always consider before you actually go for what you go for. But me, I really like this cattle because the owner has really been selective and is really good. Understand? I like these horns though. So this morning, almost 7 a.m. I'm just coming to check out how they will react to a stranger like me. So I want to walk inside. Let me walk inside and see. Though I've climbed on top here. You can see their feet. I didn't step in their feet, oh please. This is their feet. The feed is a mixture of cassava peels and powder, malt powder. This malt powder is very difficult to come by. So when you are into them, so you have their water here, clean water as well. I have this guy right here. So I'm checking out how they're doing. Hmm. So they are very calm, but you have to be very careful where you are going to. We have some cattle. They are very bodonyane. Uh-huh. They don't like they don't like to make friends, but these ones here are friendly. So I'm not telling you that that is how all the cattle are. This guy is rushing at me. So this guy is so big. See this one. See the waist. It's unlike the other ones that I showed you. This one has a wide waist. See, I'm measuring with my hand, and it's like two or one and a half. Have the hips here and then the hips here. Very huge, mashallah. I think the one who is really taking care of them here, my uncle, is really doing well. Enough feed, giving them enough food, and you get good results. Hmm. I've gone and I've seen some people rear cattle at the gutters, and they don't really give them good food. Hey, these guys are misbehaving now. Make they no come carry me out inside. Hmm? They no come carry me out inside them a fight. No come carry me out your fight inside though. I dey beg you. I no go fit fight you. So it's always good you look at that as well. So I'm going to be interviewing him to check out and ask him some questions very soon. Yeah. So I think that is it. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell button so that you get notified whenever we post our new videos. You can see that right there. Yeah. Bye bye. Subscribe and share the video. Yeah.